Hello my fellow book addicts, Megan here, and time for another book review. Today, I'm going to be talking about The Copper Gauntlet by Cassandra Clare and Holly Black, and this is book 2 in the Magisterium series. So things progress in this book much faster than I expected them to. Like, oh my goodness, it was fast. Like, I forgot how fast-paced some middle grade books can be, because I really don't read much middle grade compared to all the YA I read. And, like, there's not really much I can say without going into spoilers, because this is the second book in a series. So if you have not read this book yet, I highly suggest you pick up now and come back after you read the book. So yeah, spoiler time. So we pick up in the summer before Colum has to go back to the Magisterium. You know, it's a few more weeks of summer vacation left, and this summer has been pretty tense between him and his dad. His dad is not too happy about him going to the Magisterium still. He wanted Colum to get kicked out, and he's not too happy that Colum brought back a chaos-ridden wolf, no matter how tame he may be. And Colum is pretty sure that his dad has an idea that he is really the enemy of death. That his soul is the enemy's soul. And this has been really getting to him. He has told no one of what he has found out, and goddamn, this is a lot to put on a 13-year-old kid. Apparently, Colum does find out that his dad has an idea. One day, you know, when him and his dad went out to see a movie, Havoc, the wolf, vanishes, and Colum later finds him in his dad's, like, workroom, you know, tied up and muzzled. And not only that, he finds this plan for a device that uses the heart of a chaos-ridden animal to basically destroy a chaos maker. And you know, in the corner of this little workroom, there are some child-sized shackles that are just big enough to fit a 13-year-old boy. So Colum freaks out and runs away with Havoc, and he goes to the one place he can think of, and that's Tamara's house. Because, you know, he knows the address, and he has a feeling that from Tamara's house, he can find a way to get to the Magisterium for safety reasons. Turns out, you know, he ends up spending the rest of summer with Tamara. And, you know, Aaron is there too, instead of going to whatever foster home he was in before. So, you know, the awesome little trio is just chilling out at Tamara's, you know, fancy smancy house. And, you know, Colum is still not telling anyone that he is the enemy of death, and oh my god, his dad apparently ends up stealing this gauntlet, which name I cannot pronounce, which, you know, could potentially kill a maker, and these are the plans that Colum, you know, saw in the basement of his house. So, you know, the gauntlet goes missing. People are freaking out because they think the enemy took it through this kind of convoluted way. You know, Colum, you know, confinement in Aaron and Tamara, that, you know, he thinks his dad stole it. But, you know, he can't say the real reason why, because Colum's like, he wants his son back. He wants to kill me, not Aaron, like everyone else thinks. But he can't say that without explaining why. So everyone's assuming the worst, and now, you know, there's a manhunt for his dad, and he's pissed at Tamara for squealing. So, you know, this goes on for a while. Eventually, Colum, with Havoc, tries to leave the Magisterium. Tamara and Aaron won't let him, because, you know, they're in this together. They want to try and help him, too. But, sadly, they get a little add-on to their group that they don't really want. Jasper, you know, they have to take along with them as kind of like a kidnapped victim, because otherwise he would have gone back to the professors, he would have gone back to the masters, and let them know that Colum and his little crew are running away for whatever reason. He doesn't know the reason, really. So, you know, to protect themselves, they kind of have to take Jasper along with them. And that makes a very interesting journey. I'm not going to go into details about a lot of things, but they do find out about Colum, and they take it pretty well, all things considering. You know, they're a little freaked out and surprised, you know, can't really blame them, but they aren't gonna just abandon him. They're his friends. If he really is the enemy of death, they do think because he grew up the way he did, he isn't gonna be this, power-hungry monster. And apparently Alistair, Colum's dad, still feels the same way. He raised Colum. Colum is his son, even if his soul was the enemy of death's at one point. They are apparently believing in the nurture versus nature thing. No one is inherently bad. It's based on, their environment and their surroundings. So, they trust Colum. Colum is still Colum in the end. Through this, Colum ends up becoming a chaos maker, which, from my understanding, was explained. Alistair managed to destroy the enemy of death's body, because they never found a body. Apparently it was kind of in the suspended animated state in a tomb that Master Jacob was kind of tending. So Alistair, with the Gauntlet, manages to destroy that body, because what Master Jacob wanted to do was try and take Colum's soul, or the enemy's soul, however you want to phrase it, and put it back into the right body. But now that the body is destroyed, that can't really be done, so that's good. But it was with the destruction of the body that Colum becomes a chaos maker. So now, there's him and Aaron. Sadly, Aaron doesn't have a counterweight anymore because he can't use Colum, because Colum's a maker too. But I am interested to see how this kind of plays out. I'm still kind of iffy on Aaron. I think there is something up with him. Everyone kind of agreed to keep the fact that Colum is technically the enemy hush-hush, and to kind of prove the enemy is dead, before they left the tomb, Colum cut off the head of the enemy's body to kind of be like, yep, see, my dad killed the enemy. So yeah, don't kill him. Don't imprison him, don't kill him. He stole the Gauntlet to try and destroy the enemy. They came up with this whole story to cover for Alistair, which was really cute and sweet. And I can only imagine the horror on Master's faces when they saw the head of the enemy. Yeah, they were shocked, but the expressions I was imagining in my head were, really cartoonish and anime, shock expressions, and it was funny. So now that Tamara, Aaron, and now Jasper know Colum's little secret, things are going to get really interesting. Apparently, Jasper is going to keep things hush-hush for now, which is a surprise. I'm worried that he will be a liability later on, that he will blab. But in the meantime, he's happy. Apparently, him and everyone else are, the heroes of the school because they helped take down the enemy of death. So, Jasper's happy, get that little acknowledgement, that little good social standing grace that him and his family are trying to get back. So, yeah, all in all, it was really interesting. Things happened super fast, but at the same time, they didn't feel rushed, which I find impressive. It was paced just the right speed for us to be able to take things, for me at least, to be able to take things in and process them. But there wasn't, lots and lots of filler, which was nice. It had that, perfect balance. And I'm really sad now that I'm gonna have to wait a whole nother year to pick up the next book. And I am really interested to see where things lead now that the enemy is dead. And what, Master Jacob's gonna do in retaliation for this, how Colum's secret's gonna be kept secret, if anyone else is gonna find out. Just, there's 3 more books left? So yeah, it's curious to see how things are gonna wind up. So all in all, a fabulous sequel to an awesome series, and I am super excited for the next book. So yeah, that's it for this book review, and I hope to see you guys next time. Keep on reading, my fellow book addicts. Keep on reading.